Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Chargers Fantasy Franchise. In today's episode, we're playing Week 2 of the NFL regular season. If you guys are just joining this series for the first time, be sure to go back and check out the other episodes where we did our draft and Week 1 against the Chiefs. In this series, my goal is to play an entire 17-game regular season against random subscribers each and every week until we finish the year and hopefully make a push for the Super Bowl. My team was put together through a fantasy draft where we manually did the first 12 rounds and then simulated the remaining after. In the draft, our strategy was to go very heavy on the offensive side and basically just try to score every time we touch the ball, so our defense may not be as high in overall, but they definitely have some promise to them with a couple young rookies. If you guys need a refresher from last episode, in Week 1 we ended up beating out the Chiefs 42-34 in a very close offensive battle where they almost came back in the second half. Today, I'm playing my good buddy Ian, who's thankfully joining me as the Raiders, another division rival of ours, so we will be seeing him again later in the season. And as mentioned previously, I haven't done any scouting on any of the opponent's teams. All these CPU teams that are randomly put together are new to myself as well, so we're going to go in and take a dive and see exactly who is on his squad. Before we get into reviewing Ian's team, there's a couple things I want to take a look at. First, we've got Jonathan Taylor as the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. If you guys don't remember the game, he had 15 carries for 264 yards with an average of almost 18 per carry. 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 receiving touchdown. I've also gone ahead and simulated all of our training for the week. There's a couple important upgrades that I want to key in on, but most of these guys will just get simmed. Starting first with Jonathan Taylor, we're going to go ahead and upgrade his power back. I want him breaking tackles as much as possible. And with that upgrade, we get +3 to trucking, which is great. Aside from that, I also want to go ahead and do Peyton Wilson because he is our user, so any upgrades he gets are important to us. +1 to man, tackle, and 2 to zone coverage. And the last one we'll be taking care of here is Nick Amenwari, one of our biggest players on defense. He's an athletic freak, and I think if we keep upgrading him, he'll be a tank for years to come. We're going to go with his hybrid, so he's good in the run support as well as zone coverage. Hopefully get a little bit of upgrades all around. We get 1 to man coverage, 1 to play rec, 2 to pursuit, and 2 to zone. It is going to be important to remember who is on his team, as we will see these guys again later in the season. I believe week 13 after our bye. Taking a look at the overalls, his team is very highly stacked to the front 3. He's got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Derrick Brown. So 1 huge run stuffer on defense and 2 big offensive playmakers. Followed by a little bit of a drop off. We've got a right tackle, Zach Tom, D-tackle Grover Stewart, so 2 really solid D-tackles in the middle. Kendall Fuller and Elijah Vera Tucker. Another thing I want to take a look at, just like we did with the last team, is all his cornerback depth and see exactly who Mike Evans and Puka are going up against. Starting first, we've got Kyle Fuller, who we did just take a look at. 89 speed at 5'11". I'm really not worried about him. Next is Zion McCollum. He is 6'2", 93 speed. He is someone that can actually keep up man-to-man with Mike Evans and Puka, but I think with their abilities, they'll be able to outplay him. Following that is Michael Carter, who is only 5'10", and Tre'Davious White, who is 5'11". All short corners that we can definitely go for jump balls over. Throwing the ball, his quarterback is 75 overall Michael Penix Jr. It'll be interesting to see how my buddy plays with the lefty QB. I know a lot of people really don't like playing with lefties, so hopefully he makes a couple mistakes for us. We can take advantage of it and put the game away early. On paper, this is a pretty even matchup, 82 overall to 83 overall. He's got a flat 83 all across the board. We have an 88 offense with a 77 defense. This should be a good game. It's a Monday night primetime in the Raiders Stadium. I'm excited to get into it. Go ahead and comment down below who you guys think is going to win, and I'll see you guys in the game. Week 2 of the NFL season, back-to-back prime games for the LA Chargers, opening up here in the Raiders Stadium on Monday Night Football. I am excited. Ian's best playmakers are definitely on offense, so if our defense can even force 1 turnover, I think we should be able to score every time we see the ball and come out with a win. We are starting with the ball here on offense. Again, not my favorite thing. I'm pretty sure we started with the ball last game too. I prefer to start on defense, but I'm not going to complain if we get our offense out on the field early going. Cut up the middle, and that should take us to about the 30, just short at the 29. We've got a great young quarterback in CJ Stroud with amazing weapons, but let's not forget what carried us through the last game. It was definitely our run attack with Jonathan Taylor. Puka Nacua starting us off early with a nice underneath route. 2nd and 5, and Kendall Fuller in on the tackle. Now that we opened up with a pass, I think we should be able to get a nice little run block set here. We've got 2 big tight ends on the left-hand side, and that looks pretty solid to me. Make this juke. Ooh, just short, 3rd and inches. He's got Carson Schlesinger there, number 49. That's a big, fast user. I think he's like 87, 88 speed at 6'3", similar to Peyton Wilson, who we took. I have a feeling he's going to be expecting a run here, which I'm kind of banking on. I think we're going to have Stover open quickly in the middle here. And he breaks it up. Wow. I did not see that coming. We're looking at a punt, but we're not punting. Like I said before, his biggest playmakers are on offense. I don't really want to give him the ball without at least us getting into the end zone first or putting some sort of points up. Mike Evans, deep ball downfield. He's got a lot of room. One man to beat. Juke. Oh, and he's caught from behind. That's a huge conversion on 4th down, though. We love to see that. He's been sending a pretty heavy blitz consistently with a lot of pressure. If we can hold our blocks up front, this should be a touchdown. Oh, he's going to get around that, though. 2nd and 11. Jonathan Taylor not having nearly as good a start as he did last week. I do got to remember, taking a look at his corners and secondary, it was definitely a weaker point than his line. So maybe it is smarter to throw the ball out a bit more here. We're going to have Puka underneath, cut inside, and he'll break a tackle for a 1st down. We're going to give our interior offensive line a chance here to set up some good blocks. I really don't like going against Derrick Brown in the middle, especially as a Panthers fan. I know how good he is, but we're going to have some room here, and Jonathan Taylor is into the end zone for the first score of the game. Yes, sir. Jonathan Taylor also currently is the #1 player in fantasy, I want to say, and the only reason I've won my last 2 weeks. I took him in the 2nd round in both my leagues, and he has been money. One thing I want to make sure is we have our corners matched up by overall. Have some of our better players out there on Amon-Ra. If he tends to burn us with his speed, I'll switch it. But for the time being, I don't want him getting over the top. I see Ian as a pretty run-heavy offense with Gibbs in the backfield. I don't recall how good his offensive line was, but I know he's got Zach Tom there. Ooh, good Texas route out of Gibbs. Brings him to the 1st and 10 inside the 35. That kickoff return really did put us in a pretty bad position. For a defense that already isn't that good, having the field position battle on the kickoff is very important. This looks like a run just with a 3 tight end set here. I got to be ready for it, but I can't completely bail out of my assignment. Although he's putting in a lot of audibles there. Maybe it is a pass. Oh, and we're just burnt on the outside there. Thankfully, I'm over there to make the tackle, push him out of bounds. A minute. Oh, he's not out of bounds. I'm going to throw a cover 2 at him here. We'll hop on Peyton Wilson. Might actually blitz. He's motioning Amon-Ra over there. Ooh. I wanted to come down for the QB pressure. He gets the pass off, and it's 2nd and 5. He's playing pretty well so far. I mean, he's moving down the field somewhat easily. I'm going to put Walker out here on a little mid-zone. And he might have a touchdown. Run defense did nothing there. Gibbs is waltzing through to the 3. I am run committing. I'm on Davis. Tight end's my responsibility. Oh, he's out of bounds. I think he had a touchdown over the middle to either of his tight ends, I'm going to be honest. Now I'm on Deion Jones. Where's he going this time? I'm going to play the outside. He's got a completion. For no gain, 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. We are bending, but not breaking quite yet. The blitzes are working. I'm going to send one final blitz at him here. I'm on Leonard Floyd, meaning I'm responsible for Gibbs. We're going to pinch our line here. And he holds on to it over the middle for a touchdown. Dawson Knox is in the end zone on the final play of the 1st quarter. That is a bummer. He does get ball at half here, so ideally I'd like to not let him score again before the half. I'm not going to chew clock, but I definitely don't want to make it easy on him and give him the ball too fast. And decent return up to the 30. And that'll take us to the end of the 1st. I'm going to come out here in another run play. It looks like Derrick Brown is right there over the center, so hopefully we can get away from him quick. Jonathan Taylor's got some space here, definitely. He doesn't click on until late and is able to make the tackle. Jonathan Taylor really has been our savior, and I don't think it's worth really doing anything crazy and forcing a turnover here. I am going to run one play action. We've got an easy completion there to our tight end Stover. I tried to go for the hurdle, and he was all over that. 1st and 10 from the 35. One thing I am considering doing, you guys will have to let me know, I might move Lane Johnson over to left tackle and Trent to right because I tend to run more to the left, and I think Lane's a better run blocker. 2nd and 8. Not that Trent Williams is bad or anything, obviously, but I just want to make sure I've got the best of the best on the side that I'm running to, and I really don't go to the right nearly as much as I do the left. I don't know why. I think it's just something with righty QBs handing it off easier that I'm just used to going to the left every time. We've got one-on-one coverage outside there with Mike Evans all alone. I might have to send up a little jump ball and test him. I don't want to risk it, though. We're going to take Puka Nacua underneath. If it's a guaranteed 1st down like that, he's got nobody on him. There's really no reason to do anything else. Oh, he's pressed up pretty heavy. This looks like he's run committing. I might have Mike Evans. That's exactly what I have. Touchdown Mike Evans. He was so pressed up there with his corners. with nobody guarding the inside. His linebacker was responsible for going back to that, and he just goes too far to the left. We've got an easy touchdown down the seam to big Mike Evans. All right, we didn't necessarily score too fast, but we definitely gave him a lot of time here. 2 minutes and 43 seconds to get into the end zone, and he gets ball at half. I don't like the situation we're in a ton. But he does not get nearly as good a kick return as he did last time, so hopefully our defense can hold a little more here. I'm really scared to run man coverage, honestly, with our personnel, just because Amon-Ra is such a crazy target to have. He's literally one of the best receivers in the game. And we've got 2 great receivers as well, but you can just see how we're dotting him up with them. I don't want to allow Ian to do the exact same thing to us. He's running out of time here. He's got to throw something. We get there for the pick, but it's out of bounds. 26. I don't know who that is, but I'm pretty sure they had a pick last game too. I haven't learned all the players' numbers yet still, but that was a great play. Just couldn't get the feet down. I don't think he'll be throwing that again this time. I'm going to play on Tarheeb still. We're going to put him on a flat there. Oh, why is he on the other side? Okay, we're just gonna user him, honestly. I'm going to make sure Amon-Ra doesn't get too open. Yeah, that was a zone that just was wide open. He's got another big first down to his tight end. He's using them over the middle really well. Honestly, to cover the middle a bit, I'm not going to press up, but I do want to play underneath and make sure he doesn't get those little inside routes again. I feel like this might be a run. And I'm exactly right. Able to get through the blocks and make that tackle. 2nd and 10. That might be his second carry with Gibbs. We were able to shut it down. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning at 14-7. He's definitely got plenty of time to score still, but the question is he gonna get into the end zone? I'm gonna pass commit here. I think on 2nd and 10 you gotta, oh my goodness, he's running it. And Tyleik Williams swallows him up. That might have been our best defensive pick, honestly. He's been great at holding the opponent's rushing game to a minimum. All right, this has got to be a pass. I'm going to play the outside in case the tight ends are on some sort of corner route here. And I'll cover the inside with Peyton Wilson. They are my responsibility to make sure he doesn't get anything too crazy. Oh, and that's broken up. Should have been a pick, honestly, but Dawson Knox drops it. That's going to put him at 4th and 8. Does he go for it here? I'm not sure. He does indeed. We've got everything, I think, in the middle covered. We're just going to watch the inside here. Definitely pass commit. No way! Does Dawson Knox catch that? Peyton Wilson reached his grubby little paws out for it and just did not grab it. There's no way in my head you can change my mind that should have been a completion for a first down. But it was. Can't change that fact. And we've got 1st and 10 for Ian now. Ooh, but we get the ball back. Ball never lies. Michael Penix Jr. able to make the tackle on us, but we get a huge stop with just under a minute to go to try to put some more points on the board before half. Tarheeb still, I think, his 2nd interception on the season. He's been a great pickup for us. He's not the fastest, but just his play recognition, his awareness, everything he brings to the table without the athleticism is huge. Jonathan Taylor, 2nd and 7. I'm going to run a little bit of a hurry up here. Oh, I actually don't like any of these plays. We're going to run it one more time. To the weak side this time. I trust Lane Johnson. Oh, his user dove early. We're able to get the first. I'll call a timeout. Few seconds left here. Definitely enough time for some plays to get into the end zone. At the very least, we are in field goal range, so we can walk away with some points. Oh, but Mayer's got a big gain down the sideline. Down the field. Down the center of the field. And he is going to take us to 1st and goal on the 6. I feel like he's going to expect a pass, so I'm actually going to switch this to a run. Yes, we're going at Derrick Henry, but again, we put so many resources into this offensive line. I'm hoping we can hold. And Jonathan Taylor is just short. I'm going to call a timeout. With 13 seconds left and 1 timeout, I'm going to take a shot in the end zone with the pass. If we don't get it, I think we've got 1 run, and then we got to kick a field goal. This should be enough time for 3 plays. I'm looking to Kua on that out route. If this is man-to-man, I think he burns. And just like that, he is into the end zone for our 3rd touchdown of the day. And everything we plan to do with this team is going the exact way we hoped it would. We're just outscoring our opponents every time. When we touch the ball, it's got to be points. As long as we keep doing that, again, I don't see a way that we lose these games. We did leave Ian with 11 seconds here. Not sure he'll do anything with it. I am going to squib kick it towards him just so he has to return it. Burn a few more seconds off the clock. Oh my goodness. That actually was a crazy good kick without it intentionally being really, like, scummy. I kind of feel bad I just did that. With just a few seconds to go, I think we just got to play really conservative over the top. Make sure we don't give up any big plays. We are pass committing. And yeah, it looks like he's just going to take a pass underneath. And did he call a timeout? Looks like he did. He wants one more shot at the end zone. We're just, I mean, honestly, we're just going to hop into prevent, make sure he doesn't get anything over the top of us. I don't see any reason to run anything else. He can't get into field goal range. He doesn't have enough time to really do anything other than try to score. Is that Keon Coleman in number 84? And who's number 47? Ooh, he actually almost burnt us there. We missed the pick, but it is a drop pass. Taking it into halftime at 21-7. Now remember, we had a big lead at the half last game, and we almost choked it. So my main goal is just to make sure that does not happen again. I'm not going to do that weird squib kick again. I was honestly just trying to make sure he had to return it, but I didn't like the way that played out. He's actually going to take his touchback. It did land inside the landing zone, though, so he is only starting from the 20-yard line. Honestly, he probably should have just returned that. We're all over the run. Tyreek Williams, again, shutting down Jahmyr Gibbs. He was probably the one I was worried about the most, and he has had the least offensive production out of everyone so far. All thanks to Tyreek, really. Ooh, it's a slip screen. That's a really good play call. Get one hit on him. Able to take him down the second time around. I did not think that was going to be a slip screen. I'm not sure what I expected, but it wasn't that. I'm going to pinch our line up front here. Is this going to be the same thing? There's no way he runs it back to back, just opposite sides, right? No, okay, it's not. Oh, good secure catch there. Amon-Ra sits down right in between the zones for a huge gain, taking him into the Chargers territory here. He is driving down the field now, but there's no need to panic. We do have a cushion thanks to that huge still interception at the end of that last half. Deontay Johnson getting involved. I think he was on the Raiders for a bit, or was on the Raiders, is on the Raiders. I can't remember. He was such a diva towards the end of like 2 seasons ago that he's kind of irrelevant. It might have even been last year. He was with the Panthers, and then he just like wanted to leave there, and he went to the Texans, Ravens, bounced all around. I am going to pinch the line and pass commit here and play the outside. I have a feeling this is going to be a corner route on the right. I'll follow Amon-Ra as best as I can, though. Not too worried about anybody else getting over the top of us. Deontay Johnson again, the guy I was just talking about, getting another huge first down. I'm so paranoid about these corner routes, but he's really only throwing over the middle inside. What do we got? What do we got? It's another pass play. I'm going to send a lot of pressure his way. Michael Penix Jr. is sacked. 2nd and 13. I sent as many defenders as I could his way, and they were all able to jam him up. We are going to try some man coverage here, just because I haven't run any yet. This looks like the exact same play he did earlier. I wonder... Oh, it's not. No, there's a motion to it. It's actually a run play, and Mike Green is all on top of it. Again, Gibbs, besides that first play where he had like 13 yards, I don't think he's run for a positive play since. Really happy with how our defense has played against the run so far, considering we didn't get any superstars on this side of the ball. They are stuffing Jahmyr Gibbs right now. Ooh! Amon-Ra with an almost back-breaking catch. Thankfully broken up by our defense. And is he going to take 3? He is. Interesting. Can we get a block? No, we cannot. Not as good. I mean, 3 there. It's an 11-point game. I mean, it's technically 2 scores either way, so I don't know if I would have done that necessarily, but maybe Ian's confident his defense is going to get a stop here. All right, I was talking up Lane Johnson's run blocking and how I considered moving him to the other side of the field. Let's give a run to the right and see exactly how he does. Wow, if we get through that first few blockers there, we are gone for a touchdown. Lane Johnson bolted to the secondary to make a block. Jonathan Taylor not having as insane a game as he did last week, but he's doing what needs to be done and getting, you know, the runs that we need. I don't see a reason to stop running the ball just yet. Taking it to 3rd and 3, that's short enough to where I feel confident we can convert. On 3rd and 3 here, this looks like he's going to be in a big pass coverage set. I'm worried those linebackers are blitzing. I wish we had threat detector. Is that what that fire is? No. Oh, Jonathan Taylor wide open underneath. Get inside the user, and Schlesinger is all over us there, but not until we get the first down. Running a little play action here. Got to make sure we keep the passing and the run game balanced because, well, we don't want to be too predictable. Ooh, there's Derek Brown. CJ Stroud is faster than him. And we're just going to take the yards that we can get. I could not remember what button Jonathan Taylor was, or I would have thrown that. He was either RB or Y. Oh, I like the set that he's in. Honestly, we might have a lot of daylight here if we can hold our blocks. Yes, sir. Break that. That was a great run set for us. I trusted our offensive line and just tried to shed through the first 7. That's exactly what we did. That's going to take us to the end of the third quarter where we hold an 11-point lead over the Las Vegas Raiders, 21-10. If we can get another score here, I think this will safely put the game away. Coming out here and play action. A shorter side of the field on the right there where Puka Nacua is running that corner. But gives plenty of room for Mike Evans to cross over to this side of the field where we can hopefully hit him for a first down. But we did not bite on that at all. We're going to dump it off to JT here. He could not keep his feet in bounds. Got a little corner street crossing combo over here on the left-hand side. I'm thinking no matter what, one of them should be open. Just don't know if it's going to be down the middle or on the outside of the field. This is a play action. Jonathan Taylor picks up the block. Oh my goodness, CJ, go. Oh my goodness, CJ, go. Juke again. Oh, he sat me down, but not until we get inside the red zone to the 8-yard line, where Stroud sets us up for first and goal after an insane scramble. I don't know what it is about this team, but I mean, things just click. We can run, we can pass, we can scramble. We are all over. I'm very glad that we took CJ where we did. I think with a different quarterback, we would have a lot less success in this offense. Stover again with another drop. I understand he's our tight end too, but come on now. Mayer going down the middle. We might have an open seam here depending on where he's using. Otherwise, I think Nacua underneath. Oh my goodness. I predetermined that way too easy. I saw his user go to the left and I thought, oh, we have him. Both the linebacker or the safety on the other sides, both defenders on the other side of him definitely were there to make that coverage play. And Mayer just mosses the absolute crap out of both of them for an easy touchdown. I cannot believe he held on to that ball. We definitely did not deserve that touchdown. But again, when you have the offensive weapons that we do, sometimes your players just make plays. That'll put this game at a healthy 18-point lead, 28-10. We're 3 onside kicks away from losing this game, so I think the odds are in our favor. Although a kickoff return really would hurt our chances. Whew. I was about to eat my words there. This game we've let up 2 big returns. Oh, he tested my user. I was gonna follow Knox there, and I left him for just a second. I cannot believe he threw that. I don't think he has the clock to keep running, honestly. Oh. Under pressure, thrown into the dirt. I'm going to play over here on Ashton Davis. Get on a safety and see what we can do here. It's an incomplete pass. The clock does stop. He's got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Jahmyr Gibbs wide open over the middle. I think that might have been my zone, and he's in for a touchdown. I was worried about Amon-Ra. I followed him on the corner. Maybe that's why I don't use their safeties. I should just stick to the linebackers, because as a linebacker, I probably would have covered that. He's going for 2 here. I mean, I guess it makes sense. We've got Amon-Ra locked up over there. There's no way. No way he hits him. Is this a run? Oh my goodness, Dawson Knox. I tried to pull back for that pick, and he throws it right over my head. What a catch, honestly. That makes it a 10-point game. We're not out of the woods yet. He scored way too fast for my liking. I think recovering this and a couple first downs will put the game away, but we got Puka Nacua back there. I'm not too worried that he'll drop this. Oh, get the ball. He touched it too early anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. But just to secure it, I want to make sure we pick it up. We'll go ahead and accept that penalty as well. That gives us great field position here. He's got to stop our run and try to hope to get the ball back. I know I said this last time, but I actually believe it this time. A score here will put the game away. Oh no, we just did not hit that block at all. If he doesn't use his timeouts, this game is as good as done. Unless he's just waiting for the... I guess I have to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's 30 seconds you're willing to sacrifice? I should have put chew clock on. Ooh, he's over there on that corner. If I audible to slants, put Mayer on a post, is he going to guard that? Doesn't matter because I couldn't get the ball off anyways. I was willing to test his user and I paid the price with an incomplete pass. And now we really need the first down here because that's going to stop the clock before the 2-minute warning. He's got 3 timeouts still. I'm going to Mayer. Gotta bend that corner. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Thank you, Mayer. I'm just going to let this clock go out to the 2-minute warning. And then we should be able to just run a couple more plays from there before the game is over. Just because I believe he's going to expect the run, I am going to throw a pass here. And I think Evans might have a touchdown on this post. Yeah, he does. He played the run very heavily, which I expected. And we're able to capitalize on it and get a nice touchdown to definitely seal this game away. He's got under 2 minutes left, 3 timeouts, but he'd have to score 17 points. I don't think it's possible. We put up 35 points on offense so far, and the crazy thing is, I don't even really think anybody had an insane day stat-wise. I think we just played all-around good football. And he is running it on 1st and 10. Maybe just trying to chew the clock out, but definitely not what I would do if I was trying to claw my way back into this game. Ooh, clicked on to try to make the play, and the ball was just behind him. If we do get the ball back, I will kneel it. I'm not going to run the score up or anything. Same thing like with Carter. I don't want to just score for no reason, but if it's there. Oh, Kyer Elam would have been his 2nd pick on the season. I tried to turn around for it, and he just can't make the catch in contact. All right, I'm on Ashton Davis again. The last time I did this, it did not go well. And it doesn't go well again. How do I miss that tackle? Thank goodness for that Mike Evans touchdown. Otherwise, he might actually be able to claw his way back into this game. Ooh, Jahmyr Gibbs underneath. Tries to hurdle and gets absolutely smoked by Kyer Elam for that. Imagining he's just going to throw. So I feel pretty confident we can pass commit. That went right through my hands. Oh, that should have been a user pick. How do I miss that? Ian's playing for pride, though. I respect that. He's just trying to score and put some points on the board. I totally get it. I honestly still want to stop him, but at least if he does score, it's not like a GG's. Wow. If he was doing that all game, this would have been a completely different story. That one pick is really what made the difference there. I imagine he'll go for an onside kick here, but I feel confident Puka or somebody on our hands team can get the ball back, and we won't have to worry about any sort of slipping away leads. He did not get enough power on this last time, and he touched it too early. Oh my goodness. Puka! If we did not get that touchdown with Mike Evans, this would be a completely different game. If he makes his 2-point conversions or goes for 2 more often, I mean, he has a chance now. I really thought we were going to get that ball back and it would just be 1 first down and boom, over. We got to play the pass. I'm going to play the outside. I'm not letting him get out of bounds at all. Oh my goodness, pick that. Way to go, Tarheeb, for coming down to make that play, but really needed that interception. No, I was going back for that too. He's using his timeouts here, so honestly, if I'm him, I kick the field goal right now and try to onside kick again. See what he's doing. A pass commit, definitely. I'm going to play the outside, make sure Amon-Ra's not on some sort of corner route out there. And Deion Jones puts the game away. Again, I really would have kicked the field goal the second I was in range and going for another onside kick, considering it worked the first time. I don't know why our offense can play consistently until like the end of the game. Actually, our offense played really well this whole game. Our defense was giving it up at the end there. I know I went over it before, but just taking another look back at the stats, CJ was 13 of 16 for 194 yards and 4 touchdowns. Really, really good completion percentage and passer rating. No interceptions is great. We just didn't really have to throw a lot. Running the ball, Jonathan Taylor had 13 for 70, which is still a great game. And then CJ Stroud 3 for 35 with that 131-yard rush, bringing us into the 1st and goal earlier. Receiving, Amon-Ra led the way of everybody with 99. Evans with 80. Gibbs with 68. Mayer with 51s. Puka Nacua pretty quiet, 4 for 30, lots of underneath routes. On the defensive end, no TFLs for us at all. That does not seem right. We had 1 sack with Neville Gallimore. We definitely had like a couple run stops. I don't know how those aren't counting as TFLs. An interception out of Deion Jones and an interception out of Tarheeb Still. You love, love, love to see that. And it looks like we don't have any sort of upgrades after the game. So that will take us to the end of this episode where we wrap up week 2 of the Chargers Fantasy Draft franchise. I hope you guys enjoyed as always. If you did, please be sure to drop a like down below. Leave a comment if you're enjoying the series. And remember, as always, if you want to be in these games, we still have slots available to play me. Join the Discord in the description down below. Shoot me a message or ping me in the server. And if we have slots available, I'll be sure to get you guys added. We'll schedule a game and then we'll run it up. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed. Stay handsome, and I'm out. Peace.